Good evening. I grew up in South Africa. That's where I still live. I enjoy it. Grew up there during a time known as apartheid. For those who don't know, apartheid was a law in our country that made it illegal for black and white people to interact.
You gotta read, no, I'm serious. You gotta read between the lines. Like, you know, you look at Clinton, and black people like Clinton, because we've seen him on the campaign. I saw one thing on the campaign trail. He actually just picked a black baby up and kissed him. Come here, little nigger baby. Mwah! Just kiss him. I said, I like that. He did not hesitate or nothing.
This was against the law. And so this world was awkward for me growing up because I grew up in a mixed family. Well, with me being the mixed one in the family. My mother's a black woman, Xhosa woman, born in South Africa. That's one of the languages with the clicks, Xhosa. So a black woman. And then my father's Swiss. But they didn't care, you know. They were mavericks, fighting the system. My mom was arrested for being with my dad. She would get fined. She would get thrown into prison for the weekend. But still, she'd come back and she's like, woo, I don't care. Woo, can't tell me who to love. I want a white man. Woo! She's crazy, my mom. This is crazy, you know. And my dad was also like, well, you know how the Swiss love chocolate. So he was in there, you know. And so they got together and they had me, which was illegal. So I was born a crime, which is something I don't think they ever thought through, because as a family we couldn't live together, you know? Like in the streets we couldn't even be seen together. My father would have to walk on the other side of the road and he could just wave at me from far, like a creepy pedophile. Or like a pedophile, I didn't have to say creepy, like a pedophile. Because creepy implies there's some other sort of pedophile. There is none, there's no classy pedophiles, there's no need. No, like, afternoon, ladies, afternoon. No, just browsing. He's so classy. No, he's a pedophile. And my mom could walk with me. But if the police showed up, she'd have to let go of my hand, drop me, and act like I wasn't hers. Every single time, because we weren't supposed to exist as a family. So my mom would let go. It was like a little game we played. Police would show up like, woo! She'd be like, woo, I don't know. No, it's not mine. Oh, no, I don't know. It was horrible for me. I felt like a bag of weed. It was a tough time. And the downside of being light was that being light, I was different. People mocked me, gave me names like mixed breed, half caste. I hate that term, half. Why half? Why not double? Or twice as nice? I don't know. They give you weird names.
Sir, is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
I just wanted a cool name, you know? I wanted to be black, to be honest. That's all I ever wanted. Especially since one day growing up, I met an American, and he was shocked that in South Africa we had all these titles. And he said to me, he said, well, you know, Trevor, if you go out to America, they'll label you as black. And I said, really? He was like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, buddy, everybody's black out there, yeah. You'd be super black. Oh, well, that sounds good to me. Super black. Yeah. And I made a choice. It's like, first chance I get, I go out to America. I'm going to get a piece of that black. And I did. Boarded a flight. It was an 18-hour journey, Johannesburg to New York. I didn't sleep a wink. I just sat there in my chair like a madman, watching every single black American movie I could find. Just sitting there, going crazy, practicing, like, yeah, you know what I mean, yeah. King Kong ain't got shit on me, yeah. Sorry? Oh, the chicken, please, the chicken. Thank you. No, that's fine, thank you. Yeah, put it in your mouth, yeah. 18 hours of flying, 18 hours of practice. I landed in New York and I was fluent in my black American. For shizzle my nizzle. Everything. I had the walk, I had the talk. I was so black, I was even laughing. I was like, ha, 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 yeah, ha, ha. Oh, my man. Oh, this you? Ha, ha. That for me is the coolest thing in the world. Black Americans are so cool and confident. They'll make you feel good about yourself just by asking if you are you. It's magic. They just walk up to me like, hey, yo, this you? This you? No, for real, man, this you? And you'll be like, yeah, I think it is, yeah. And I was that black. I was super black. I was loving it. Until this guy walked up to me. I don't know it. Didn't even know me. Tapped me on the shoulder in the airport. He's like, ¿Qué? Paisano, ¿qué pasó, güey? Que Lalo, de que sí, que Lalo eres, ¿no? Ya llegamos, papi, ya llegamos. I said, what? You talking to me?
I said, yeah, I'm talking to you, man. I'm just saying, we made it, baby. We made it, eh? And now that we're here, our kind, we gotta stick together, hombre.
Our kind. 18 hours of flying and I wasn't black. I was Mexican. Mexican. So I started learning Spanish. If not, why not? And then I've also started learning German. I learned German to connect with my father. You know, lost contact with him for many years because of apartheid. And so now we're starting to learn each other, which is taking time, but we're doing it slowly. I think the language will help me, you know, because I don't think he's proud of me. He loves me, but I haven't earned his pride. I think partly because of my job. As a comedian, I don't rank that high in the world of German anythings. Comes across in the small conversations, you know. Like one day we're having lunch, my dad looks at me and he goes, so Trevi, what do you do now, eh? You got a job, do you work? I said, yeah, Dad, I'm a comedian, stand-up comedian. He's like, yeah, so the clown, eh? Yeah. No, whatever. German's holding me back, you know. I dream of impressing him with his language. I'll get to his house one day, he'll welcome me at the gate, like, clown boy! I'll be like, Guten Tag, Vater. It's epic, it's got that feeling. So I've started learning. I learn in different ways, you know, watch German movies, play German speeches on my iPod when I sleep. Your brain remembers things you don't even know. It's beautiful. The only hiccup was, turned out I downloaded some of Hitler's speeches. It's not like Google warned me, don't judge me. Google wasn't like, oh, not those ones. No, it just let me download everything. And so I learned some of his nuances. Not his philosophies, it's just, I've been told that when I speak German, sometimes I sound distinctly Hitlerish. Which I found out in Germany, which is not the best place to find out that you've got Hitler vibes. Would have rather found out at home. And it was actually, it's funny now, not so much then. I was in Cologne, Germany, beautiful area. I'll never forget, I was walking around and I went into like a little sandwich shop, you know, like one of those Subways where you make your own sandwich. And I walked in, the woman was really nice to me. She was like, Guten Tag, kann ich Ihnen helfen? And I looked at her and I thought, confidence, Trevor, confidence. I said, Guten Tag! Ich will ein klein Brotchen haben, bitte schön! Das schwarze Brotchen mit der Käse und das Schinken, bitte schön! Und gib für mich auch die Salami und ein Pepsi-Cola trinken, bitte! And she shut herself. I'll never forget the look in her face. She went pale. She looked me straight in the eye and she said, Der schwarze Hitler! Which means the black Hitler. I was so happy. Yeah, because she said Hitler, but at least she said I was black. You guys been fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Sir, will you tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Like, see, I'd never vote for George Bush Jr., but I don't know George Bush Jr.'s politics. The only thing I know about George Bush Jr. is that guy sniffed cocaine. That's right. Now, listen, we cannot have that shit in the White House. That might be fine for a mayor, but goddamn it, not in the White House. Not in the White House. You know what I'm saying? The stakes are too high in the White House. Can't have no cokehead president. He be selling nuclear secrets for $20, $30 and shit. He'll be in meetings embarrassing America. Come on, sign the treaty, baby. I suck your dick. Like, what the? Mr. President. Like, Mr. President, that is not how we do business here, sir. Stop sucking the ambassador's dick. No, let them finish. I will sign the treaty. There will be peace in Israel finally. I'd vote for Clinton again if I could. At least it's always better. Now, again, I'm not looking at his politics. Don't know what his politics are. I'm just looking at his behavior. I understand that kind of behavior. I know a lot of dudes with them shortcomings. Weed smoking fornicators. There's a lot of them. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Bill Clinton was not the first president to do what he did. Now, let's think back for a minute. Remember a guy named Kennedy, John F. Kennedy? Remember him? He fucked Marilyn Monroe. Matter of fact, him and his brother Bobby fucked Marilyn Monroe. And history doesn't talk about that much. You know why history doesn't talk about that much? Because those 2 pages in history are stuck together. They was getting it on. They were getting it on. I seen the tapes. Remember the tapes? She'd be singing on there. She'd just party, stressing them out. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Bitch, my family's here. Clinton did the same thing, but he didn't do it like that. Because it's the year 2000, he's busier than Kennedy was. He was a busy man. Clinton did that kind of thing the way busy men do it. You know what busy men do? They fuck who's close to them. I can tell that's what Clinton was up to. It looked like he just stuck his head out the office door and shit. Oh, boy. You, come here. I made my penis suck for my 3:30, come on. Oh, boy. He's probably looking at Kennedy's picture and shit. Oh.
Exactly how much money did you earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
I said there are so many amendments in the Constitution of the United States of America. I can only choose one. I can only choose one. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Did you...
5. I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
That'll be all, sir. Good afternoon.
I got your sentence reduced to a month, buddy.